Hello everyone, Thor here. I'm bringing back the Halloween special I do every year. Love this time of year, love those movies. Have a lot of fun looking at movies I haven't seen before, revisiting some classics. It's the best time of year. This year's gonna be a little bit different. I'm gonna do more reviews this year, but I'm also gonna do some more game reviews because I've been doing retrograde. They're gonna be like horror retro games. I'm gonna be doing Castlevania, Silent Hill 1. Also excited for Silent Hill 2 coming this month and Until Dawn, so I'll definitely be streaming those and probably do reviews on those as well. But we're starting with the original Terrifier. There's a third one coming out this month, which I'm going to review. I'm going to get both of the first two movies in for this month because I need to check them out. I watched this last week, so let's get into it. So I believe Terrifier came out about 6 years ago, but it's really taken off. I mean, you see art everywhere. I just went to Silver Scream Con. I did Saratoga Comic Con before that, and there's so many Art the Clown, so he's really exploding as a new slasher villain. I think the first movie is pretty good. It doesn't say much. There is a little bit of lore to it. I guess they build it up more in the second one, so I'm excited to see what that is, and the third one goes even farther with it. First one, though, it's if you like gory, crazy kills, it's what it's there for. It's what it does. You know, there's a classic scene of the girl being hung upside down and cut in half. Everyone talking about how vile these movies are, and they are. The effects are pretty interesting, pretty good. You know, it's definitely low budget, so it's not as good as some of the other movies I've seen. This week I'm going to go see The Substance. I hear that's absolutely disgusting, but that's got more money behind it. This is a low budget. I saw All Hallows Eve, and that had some pretty decent effects. The guy's an effects guy, so I respect that, and I like how they do a lot of things practical. You know, they're going to definitely get more money, so I know it's only going to go up. I'm excited to see how everything looks in 2. As the movie goes, so you have some basic characters. They do give you a red herring because the girl you think is going to be the final girl really isn't. And there's a twist at the end, which it definitely builds some of the lore. It ties back into the beginning of the movie. It doesn't go the way you expect with the opening of the movie. There's a previous victim, and that ties in at the end. And it carries over in the rest of the series, I imagine. I think it's going to be a key plot point going forward. The characters in this are, you know, decent. You know who the main girl is, and you think she's going to make it through. And then she's got a friend that you know that's just there to die, and they throw other characters into it that you know they're just going to be there for kill scene. Like I said, they're pretty good, but you know, with the low budget, you can definitely see that, but that gives it kind of a charm, so I definitely appreciate that. As someone who wants to make my own short films, definitely taking notes on some things you can do. It had this filter, it reminded me of like Terminator 1. It is kind of blue. I'm guessing they shot that way on purpose. I'm sure someone knows and can comment about that. I did meet the team because at Silver Screen Con they did the panel where they announced Ice Nine Kills is doing a music video for the third. So I got to meet the Art the Clown from the first one. Wasn't the same actor in All Hallows Eve, but I think they found their guy, and he's probably going to be Art the Clown, like Robert Englund's Freddy. If you like a gory slasher, I say definitely check it out. It's very bloody, and I hear the second one's super bloody, and people were like puking in the theater, so I'm curious if it holds up to that. I heard a lot about When Evil Lurks, too. Guess we're going for a gore fest this time. I got some other cool horror movies I'm planning to check out, but we started off with a good one. He kind of follows them, and he's kind of creepy, and he doesn't really talk, so he has to act a lot with and be menacing without saying anything. It's just really just by his actions and the way he grins and how he terrorizes people. That's why he gets named Terrifier. He just picks he's not really supernatural in this one. I think he ends up becoming more supernatural maybe the more he kills. Well, I'm going to get into some spoilers here because it's been out 6 years and it's kind of important. The girl in the beginning is the sister of the character I thought was going to be the main character. It just turns out she got the form from her run-in with Art the Clown, and she's got some kind of bond with Art, and she starts killing too, and she's kind of crazy at the end. Also, Art gets revived after he dies, so now I think he's kind of like Jason from Part 6, where he's like the superpowered zombie version. I think he definitely got supernatural powers at the end of the first, and like especially since the lights went out with the coroner was working on him. Definitely like a gross movie, like not like Texas Chainsaw family gross, but they're in this like warehouse, and they're exterminating rats, so it's definitely like a gross, grungy, gory movie. So if that's you're in the mood for, I say definitely check it out. I'm looking forward to the third one and watching the second one, and you guys will know what I think about that soon. Hopefully the others have more to say than this one did, because this one was pretty straightforward, but it had a nice little twist at the end there. I think it's a solid new franchise and something horror definitely needed. For the more horror reviews and horror game reviews, leave any recommendations in the comments. Also, like and sub if you haven't. I'll see you in the next one. Thor out.